Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to do the not so long awaited combination of the Mecha Invasion uh, Constructicons, which will be forming Devastator. So now we have all six, and now they're ready to go. We're gonna turn off the LEDs after a little bit of tapping, and then I did show already most of the transformations in the other figure videos, so I'll start with this guy, but we're just gonna look over the extra steps pretty much in this video, and then just so I can show you and talk about like any difficulties I had or anything specific that I wanted to bring up. So it'll be a little rough, but the main point is I want you guys to see what he looks like when he's in his combiner form, and I just have to say, wow, it just looks so good, and it has so many points of articulation, and it's absolutely phenomenal. So we are just going to sort of speed through and then create one of Devastator's feet, like I mentioned, and I'll be back in just a moment once it's time to do the more complicated things, so I can yap a little bit more about those differences. Alright, so we got her 2 feet created, and then I combined hook and long haul together. And then this is sort of where we ended last time. We just needed to put the 2 pieces one on top of the other, and then it kind of slides in. And then the main issue that I had while working with hook earlier is that his legs here, um, they do need to kind of tab in a very difficult way. But as you can see, you can open up the shoulders to expose the hinge for the robot figure. Combiner form. But there is these little slits in there. It's really hard to get it in there, and you do kind of have to like force it in, and it feels awful. I absolutely hated everything about it. But you'll see in a second. I'm about to just make it more sturdy. But yeah, you take out the arms like so, and panels flip down. Everything looks great, and you do have to unfortunately force those little shoulder pieces in order for everything to work. The hands do bend forward like so, and everything does snap in place, which does actually feel very, very sturdy. It's amazing for that. I'm only deducting points because of that one awkward step we're about to do. I did find that connecting the shoulder joints like so helped forcing those little pieces in, and making it easy on mine, because I felt like I was going to break it, but it worked out at the end. I don't know how many times I'm going to do this, so I'm just going to leave him in his combiner form for a long time, just because while it is fun, I don't want to risk anything, you know? Anyways, after that, we can bring his little chest piece back up there, and it does tap in as well, which is phenomenal. And now you can see this is the 2 main figures. Devastator does have an LED, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get it to work for this video. So as for the legs, it snaps in at the bottom, and then you need to connect the side pieces. It is a little difficult to do considering how heavy the upper body is, but we're able to get through it. I actually did have to take this into a more horizontal form in order to get it all done. But here you can see, once you get the middle piece in, you're able to tab in the side like so. And it feels great when you do get to finally tab these in. And he does also have the back part of the tabs as well, and then everything just feels great as lights. There's so many points of articulation. You feel he has a lot of presence from that, and that is how tall he is compared to Scrapper. So next we connected the arms as we did before, and they do just simply slide on, and look at that. It's able to have those ratchet joints. Everything feels phenomenal. His left arm feels a little smaller, but it looks great. He has so much presence. His fingers have so many different points of articulation. It's wonderful. And then the last step is to use all of their guns and then combine them together. Now, while I'm doing that, I'll say that the LEDs for the Devastator's head unfortunately did not work for me because it uses the metal contacts, and I think that either the plastic is too dense or none of the metal contacts are strong enough to turn on the LEDs, even if I did put the batteries in. I might play around with that later, I'm not sure. I don't mind too much because right now he's in my display cabinet and the lights on him are strong enough. And then you can take down his visor, his red visor, which I feel would look a lot better with the LED lights, but either way, it still looks phenomenal regardless of that little aspect. And it's still there, and it might work on other people's copies, just not mine right now, which I'm not really complaining about. Overall, everything, this is like a solid 9 out of 10 figure. My main issues were part of the transformations for the chest piece there, and then the fact that one of my figures' arms broke clean off. But none of the other figures have that issue, so that's great. Anyways, here is his gun, his blaster. It looks great. It's a decent size compared to the figure. And as you can see here, I'm taking those glasses off. You can lift the head up, which is nice just so you can see it better, but I do prefer his glasses on. And then one of the really fun features about him is that for Hook, his backpack, you can lift it all the way around, and then it will create sort of a giant shoulder-mounted rocket launcher, if you will, like so. The ratchet joints sound absolutely phenomenal, and it does extend, and he has a little blue targeting screen that you can flip up to go right in front of his left eye, which is wonderful. Perfect, and now here's his full arsenal deployed, which looks amazing. It's huge. It's absolutely, words cannot describe how awesome this thing is. I'm excited to compare to the Hasbro version because they're roughly the same amount of money. This one is just, it blew all my expectations out of the ballpark. Here's just a little bit of a close-up on him. I'm very happy with him. Here's a couple of pictures, but let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Is he worth roughly 350 Canadian? Here's how he is compared to a Star Optimus Prime. Thanks for watching. This was really, really fun to look at. Open. Thank you.